Hello, my name is AJ. I'm your hypoxia coach for today, and we have level 2.1 chair teaser. This brings us to a level 2 movement and a level 1 breathography, meaning we have 4 breath cycles with no breath retentions, but loosening our ab ribbon on the soft shish and the loud shish of the long exhale. Now, using the foundation that we've created in level 1, now we're going to add in a foot coming off the ground to challenge our pelvic stability. We're also going to be bringing our hands behind our head. So there's a couple points of a progression here, which is prepping us to go into our chair teaser where we actually bring the feet off the ground. So just so you know where you're going, put the ball in between the knees here. If you're working with a hypoxia coach and they suggested a variation on the exercise, always follow that. That's there to optimize your program. Now here, we want to equalize the weight between our two sit bones. That's really important. Are you more to the left, more to the right? If you are, fix that and plant those sit bones equally in the ground, especially now that we're going to add a foot coming off the ground. Now here, you're leaning back a little bit and you're loosening your ribbon by the soft shish and loud shish of the engaged exhale, and you've learned that from level 1. If this is your first time, you haven't done level 1, you want to loosen that ribbon on soft shish and loud shish of the engaged exhale. If you can't, you either want to loosen your ribbon a little bit, or you want to stay in the upright position as you perform the exercise. Now today the hands are going to go behind the head for postural work, non-dominant grip on top first, pull them apart, so if the fingers are slippery, they would pull apart just like that. Hands behind the head, you're pressing your head back into your hands and also using your hands to traction the head up and heighten your spine. As you go through the exercise, you're always decompressing your spine with this breathing. Now here, if you can start with the foot tripods planted on the ground, great. If the heels are off the ground a little bit, that's fine too. You want to squeeze the ball, use the ball for tactile feedback. If the ball moves around too much, you've lost your pelvic stability. So I want you to use the ball, your ab ribbon, and also the weight underneath your sit bones as tactile feedback as to whether or not you're stabilizing in your pelvis. So those are all good points of feedback. So here, we're going to lean back a teeny bit, and I want you just to lift your right leg. When you lift your right leg, does that shift your sit bones? Does that put, here, lean back again, does that put more weight on your right or your left sit bone? I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Can you stay connected to keeping the weight equal between the sit bones? And when you bring that right leg up, I want to make sure that that right hip doesn't drop back. Common mistake where the hip flexors are doing and the low back is doing too much work. I want you to definitely not let the pelvis rotate to the right when you bring that right leg up. So that's key here. Okay, and now we're going to close our eyes again for level 2. You're going to deepen that connection between your abdomen and the ab ribbon, and you're going to keep your low spine in neutral. So sit up, let's find it. Don't tuck, don't put the weight on the tailbone, don't arch, don't put the weight on the pubic bone. You want to be about halfway between the two. Lean back first, maintain that neutral, and simply lift the head even more, and don't let the pelvis rotate as that right leg comes off the ground. And that's what we're holding. So let's take it from our posture, zip up, inhale. Hiss, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. Loosen your ribbon. And inhale. Inhale. Press your head back. Inhale. Inhale. Loosen the ribbon, grow taller. Inhale. Inhale. And it's amazing because when you breathe like that, you don't have to do as many repetitions. And that is how you create stability in the low back. Now, at this point, you need to do the other side. So either rewind the video about 60 seconds so we can perform the exercise in tandem, or you can stop the video now and try it on your own. To stay true to that tempo, frequency, intensity, and duration of each breathography breath cycle, you may want to put a metronome on your phone at 60 beats per minute to get that practice with keeping that exhale, that 8-second engaged exhale, nice and slow, loosening your ab ribbon on soft shish and loud shish, and then tensing your ab ribbon on that 2-second inhale.